Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, children. We are not done with the heading prove the trigonometric identities. We're not done with that. I've just I'm just shifting it to a different nature of sums so that we don't get fed up with proving identities. So we'll go back to that maybe in tomorrow's class or the class on Friday. We have, I think, some 2 to 3 batches of sums where we have to prove the identities. We're just shifting the nature of the sum here, the nature of the questions here in today's class. So here you see the first one. If A cos theta plus B sin theta is equal to M. So M is given by this expression. M is given by A cos theta plus B sin theta. And N is equal to A sin theta minus B cos theta. So we have two expressions. We have one expression for M and another for N. Given this, we need to prove that M square plus N square is equal to A square plus B square. It's very clear. We know what we have to do. So we have to take up the LHS and work M square plus N square. We need to work this and get this one as a result. We need to get A square plus B square as the result. See, prove that M square plus N square. Yeah, we have something for M. No, we have this expression for M. So we'll have to square it. M square plus N square. We have an expression for N. We need to square this. So we need to work M square plus N square. We need to work till we get A square plus B square as a result. So that way you'll show that M square plus N square is equal to A square plus B square. That's all it is. It's that simple. So let's get started with the solution. So take up the LHS. LHS M square plus N square. So you can see here M square plus N square. It's proved that. Prove this is equal to this. So take up the LHS. Substitute the expression for M. Substitute the expression for N. Square it. And how do you square it? This is like x plus y the whole square. And this is like x minus y. I won't say x minus y. Say some p minus q the whole square. So this will be x square plus 2xy plus y square. And this one will be like p square minus 2pq plus q square. Minus, this is minus difference. P minus q the whole square. This is like x plus y the whole square. So expand it, you will get 3 terms each. You get 3 terms here and 3 terms here. And when you square this, children, A cos theta the whole square. See, A cos theta is A into cos theta. A cos theta is A into cos theta. Cos theta is not cos into theta. Cos theta is not cos into theta. Cos theta is one thing. Cos theta is one thing. So when you square cos theta, it is cos square theta. But this A cos theta means A into cos theta. A is different, cos theta is different. So when you're squaring, you should square both of them. In A cos theta is one thing. A is a different thing. It is A into cos theta. So how do you square the first term? When you use the identity, how do you square the first term? A cos theta the whole square. A cos theta the whole square has 2 things in it. A cos theta the whole square has 2 things in it. It has A and cos theta. So square A square. Square cos theta, cos square theta. Similarly, when you square this term, it's B into sin theta the whole square. So it's B is different, sin theta is different. So square them. B square sin square theta. And then 2AB. 2AB is 2 into A cos theta into B sin theta. 2 into A cos theta into B sin theta. So 2 into A into cos theta into B into sin theta. That's the meaning. 2 into A into cos theta into B into sin theta. So the 2AB can be written together like this. 2AB and then sin theta, cos theta. We just change the order. Anyways, you can write cos theta, sin theta, cos theta. The product, no? So the order doesn't matter. 2AB cos theta, sin theta, or sin theta, cos theta. So this is expanding using x plus y the whole square, which is x square plus y square plus 2xy. Similarly, this one is like p minus q. I'm not saying x minus y because then you will think x is the same. See, here x is this one, but x is different here, right? I'm not using x because it's different here. So I'm saying p minus q the whole square, which is p square plus q square minus 2pq. Is this understood, children? Squaring, you have any doubt with squaring? Why it is not a cos square theta? Why a square cos square theta? Like, no questions? Now, like if you have to square mn the whole square is m square n square. Mn the whole square is m square because m and n are different. M into n. M should be squared, n also should be squared. Okay.
Can you scroll down, ma'am?
No, I haven't. I'll explain and scroll it down. I just want to know if you have any questions here so far in expanding.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. All right, children. Fine. So the next step. So you can see here that this plus 2ab sin theta cos theta minus 2ab sin theta cos theta gets cancelled. They get cancelled. So you're left with you're left with 4 terms. So I have grouped the 2 terms which have cos square theta and the 2 terms which have sin square theta. You can also group terms that have a square and b square. You can do grouping in any way. Your choice. Now we have 4 terms. See, it's so algebraic. That's what we've been telling from the start of this chapter. It's very algebraic. So what to do after this? There are 4 terms. So we'll proceed by grouping. So we are grouping these 2 terms which have cos square theta in it. See this a square cos square theta, b square cos square theta, because both of them have cos square theta, and the remaining 2 terms which have sin square theta. That is the basis of my grouping. Your basis can be, I have grouped the 2 terms because they have, you can group this one, a square cos square theta and a square sin square theta, because both of them have a square in common. You can do that. And you can group b square cos square theta and b square sin square theta because they have b square in common. So the basis of grouping can be different because you have that option here. Okay, so these 2 have cos square theta in it and these 2 have sin square theta in it. So cos square theta is common. So a square plus b square here, sin square theta common, a square plus b square common. Sin square theta is common. So this a square plus b square. Now, when we group, what do we do, children? In this bracket, see, we have a square plus b square. Again, a square plus b. See, it's like. Again, here in this bracket, we have a square plus b square. Here, a square plus b square. So what happens? A square plus b square is common. Now, this is like one term. This is one term. Plus, this is another term. See, we had 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. We made them 2 terms now. In this step, we have only 2 terms separated by a plus sign. Now, between these 2 terms, a square plus b square is further common. So a square plus b square. Now you should write cos square theta plus sin square theta. But we know that this is 1 by the identity. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So a square plus b square into 1, which is a square plus b square, which is the RHS. Children, some of them said they have test this week, and in fact they wanted me to suspend the classes for this week, but that's not possible because different schools have exams at different times. So if I do it for 1 or 2 schools now, then maybe there'll be a request again when somebody has a test next week. So that becomes difficult, right? So what I thought is can you just to help out your other friends who have exams this week, can I just explain everything and leave you early at 8 o'clock so that you can write it later? Friends who have exam maybe can write this later. They can study for their exam at school. Those who do not have anything, meaning those who do not have exam can maybe sit after 8 o'clock and finish it. So I'll just explain all that is in this material. I'll wind up the class around 8:10. So students who have exams can go back to your school test preparation and write this later, complete this later. Those who do not have any exam or test at school can please stay back, meaning leave the meeting, but complete this by 9 today. This arrangement is just to help your friends. So I'll not give you time to write now in the meeting. Let me just go ahead with the next one. Any questions with the first one?
Today?
Yeah.
Are you telling for today, ma'am?
Yeah, today. Yes, today.
Okay.
Yeah. Parkavi, are you there? Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, so you have an exam tomorrow, right, Srinivasan?
Not tomorrow, ma'am. Wednesday. Ma'am.
Oh, okay. Wednesday you have, is it? All right.
From Wednesday, it is continuous exam.
Till
Monday, ma'am. July 5th, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Any questions with the first one, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right, children. Let's see the second one. In 2, we have if cos alpha by cos beta is m and cos alpha by sin beta is n. Cos alpha, sin cos beta, sin beta. Show that m square plus n square into cos square beta is equal to n square. So nothing, we just have to take up the LHS, work and get the RHS, that's all. So take up the LHS. What is m? M is given to be cos alpha by cos beta. Substitute m square, so square it, plus n, substitute. N is this one. N square, so write n and square it. And remember, this whole thing is multiplied with cos square beta. So this whole thing is multiplied with cos square beta. See, put the use a square bracket. The whole thing is multiplied with cos square beta. So this is the first step. Now, what will be the second step, children? What will be the next step? What will come next?
Out the brackets and squaring it, ma'am.
Yeah, square it. Tell me what happens. Yeah. What will it be?
Cos square alpha by cos square beta.
Yeah. Cos square alpha by cos square beta plus
Cos square alpha by sin square beta, ma'am.
Plus cos square alpha by sin square beta into cos square beta. Into cos square beta. Yeah. So this is what happens when you square it. Square the first term, square the second term, this is what you get. And again, see, it's so algebraic. Whenever there's something common, bring out the common thing. Whenever there's something common, bring it out. Cos square alpha is common in the numerator. Cos square alpha is common in the numerator. So let's bring it out. So then you have 1 by cos square beta plus 1 by sin square beta. Now what should you do? So you see this bracket, we need to take up the common denominator. So sin square beta, cos square beta is common. Sorry, is the common denominator. Sin square beta, cos square beta is a common denominator. So then you get sin square beta plus cos square beta in the numerator like this. So now it's a product, no? So you can see this is cos square alpha into this into cos square beta. So you can cancel cos square beta and cos square beta. You can cancel. And we know that sin square beta plus cos square beta is 1. Sin square beta plus cos square beta is 1. So 1. So we have cos square alpha by sine square beta into 1. See children, this and this gets cancelled. This one by the identity is 1, and we have cos square alpha by sine square beta. Cos square alpha by sine square beta into 1. So this is nothing but cos alpha by sine beta the whole square. Cos alpha by sine beta the whole square. And it's given to us that cos alpha by sine beta is n, which is n square. N square, which is the RHS. So after, yeah, 1 minute. After substituting and squaring, what you have to do is first take out the common. There's something common in the numerators. So bring out cos square alpha common. That gives you this step. Now here, take up the common denominator. Take up the common denominator here to simplify this. And then this cos square alpha by sine square beta, you can cancel this and this. This should be written as cos alpha by sine beta the whole square. And since this is n square. Yes.
In the previous step, we took the cos square alpha out now. Without taking it directly, we can take the LCM, and after that we can multiply with cos square beta.
When you take the LCM, you can cancel, right? Yeah, you can take up this common thing later also.
Okay.
You can take the LCM here itself. You can take the LCM here. You will get sine square beta. This one as the common denominator. So you will get, along with this, you will get cos square alpha. Along with this, you will get cos square beta. Then later you should take out that cos square alpha common. You can do, see, I have taken out the common, I have taken out common and then the common denominator. You can take up the common denominator and then take out cos square alpha common. But follow the, I'm telling you, yeah. So when, see, the rule is whenever there's something common, bring it out. If you forget to do it, you can do it later.
Okay.
And children, sine square beta and sine square beta cannot be cancelled. You understand? Because sine square beta plus cos square beta is one expression. You cannot cancel sine square beta and the sine square beta. There's a plus sign here. So this entire thing is one expression. Sine square beta plus cos square beta is one expression. The next one. If L is equal to cosecant theta minus sine theta. If L is equal to... I'll share the material with you. You don't have to take a screenshot. I'll share it with you. Okay, I think, no. I think this is better. I might forget. 1 minute. Yeah, all of you take a picture. Take a screenshot, children. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please show the first slide again?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So children, the third one. So L is equal to cosecant theta minus sine theta. M is equal to secant theta minus cos theta. Prove that the value of this expression is 1. So now in the earlier two questions, we saw that the expressions were in terms of sine and cos. The expressions were in terms of sine and cos. Now here L is given by, no, let me show you that. See here, cos and sine, sine and cos. So we did not modify the expressions given. We just substituted as they were. Like when we had to substitute for m and n, we did not modify the given expression. We just substituted because we thought they're already sine and cos there. Meaning nothing. If it is tan or cot or secant, you can maybe write it as sine by cos, cos by sine, whatever. But these are already in sine and cos, so we just substituted for m whatever expression was given, for n whatever expression was given. Now this is slightly different. So here you can see that L is equal to cosecant theta minus sine theta. And we know that cosecant can be written as 1 by sine. See, instead of substituting and then simplifying, you know, it's better you simplify this expression and then substitute. Both will work, children. See, both the ways you will get the answer. But this is better because why do you want to substitute this expression and then do the simplification in that lengthy expression? Instead of substituting for L, M, you're going to take up the LHS. You're going to substitute for L, M, and then this 3 here. 3 is 3. And when working with the LHS, instead of, you know, writing cosecant as 1 by sine, doing all that there, it's better you simplify the expression given for L, simplify the expression given for M, and then substitute. There is an expression given for L. And you think you can modify it, you can simplify it further. Do that simplification. And then you substitute. So that is the variation. That's what is different about the first, second, and the third one. In the first and second, we substituted. We took up the LHS and in place of M and N or whatever, we substituted the expressions given. Here we modify and then substitute. So L is given to be something like this, M like this. We know that cosecant is 1 by sine. So you can understand these steps. M is equal to secant minus cos, and secant is 1 by cos. LCM, and yes. So we have found new expressions for L and M. And we are going to substitute these expressions in the LHS. Is the first part clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Remember the LHS L square M square into L square plus M square plus 3. We need to work this and get 1 as the result. So this is the LHS substitution. That's what you see here. L square M square L square plus M square plus 3. Now, how do we simplify this? Cos, it's like a square the whole square. Cos square theta the whole square. Cos square theta the whole square is cos theta to the power 4. Sin theta the whole square is sin square theta. So this is cos theta to the power 4. Denominator is sin square theta. It's a product here, children. This is multiplication. See here, L square M square. L square M square into. This is sin theta to the power 4 by cos square theta. This portion is over. This portion is over. Into, coming inside the bracket, L square. Same thing, L square plus. Here the difference is with the sign here. Here it's multiplication. Here outside it is L square into M square. Inside the bracket it is L square plus M square. Plus 3. Now see, already everything is cos sign, so nothing. So in the bracket, since we have plus signs, we'll take up the common denominator and simplify the terms in the bracket. So common denominator sin square theta cos square theta. Outside what happens? Please look at the terms we have outside the bracket. This is like cos theta to the power 4, which is cos theta into cos theta into cos theta into cos theta. And denominator we have cos square theta. Cos theta into cos theta. We have 4 cos thetas in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. So 2 in the denominator and numerator will get cancelled. Correct? And that will give you cos square theta. Yes. Yeah, that will give you cos square theta. Similarly, this is like a to the power 4. Sine theta to the power 4 is like a to the power 4. This is a square. So don't you simplify them like that. You get sine square theta, cos square theta. First we write, in the next step they get cancelled, children. I have not cancelled this. Here we have, on simplifying this one, we get sine square theta, cos square theta. This is there. Then later on taking the LCM, they get cancelled. So this one simplifies to sine square theta, cos square theta. In the bracket, this is the common denominator. Now we need to multiply the numerator. We need to multiply the numerator with cos square theta because we have sine square theta. We need to multiply the numerator with cos square theta. So use the law of exponents. What is a to the power? This is cos theta to the power 4 into cos square theta. Like bases are same, cos theta. Add the powers. When it's multiplication, we add the powers. We don't multiply the powers. How would you simplify? A to the power 4 into a square. A to the power 4 into a square. A to the power 4 into a square, bases are same, a, and it's multiplication. So we have to add the powers. 4 plus 2, 6. A to the power 6. It's not a to the power 8. We need to multiply this numerator with cos square theta. Cos theta to the power 4 into cos square theta. Base are same. We are multiplying, no? So base are same, we add the powers. 4 plus 2, 6. That's how you get cos theta to the power 6. Same thing here, sin theta to the power 6 plus here the denominator is 1. So you need to multiply the numerator with sin square theta, cos square theta. Sin square theta, this is just like the way you take LCM, children. This is just the way you take the LCM. How do you deal it with numbers or variables? The same thing. 3 sin square theta, cos square theta. Now the denominator sin square theta, cos square theta, and this one they get cancelled. They get cancelled. Now children, this one is of the form a cubed plus b cubed plus 3ab. See, that's what I've shown it here. This is like a cubed. How do you show that this is a cubed? See, how do you get the clue? Because you have something like 3ab here. 3ab. Look at this as 3ab. If you look at this as 3ab, then what is a cubed? Sin square theta, the whole cubed. Sin square theta, okay, I've written as b cubed here. Anything. Sin square theta, see children, this is a. Because cos theta, the first time I've taken this as a. Okay, 3ab. So this is your a. This is a. This is b. This is a and this is b. So a cubed, cos square theta, the whole cubed, plus b cubed, sin square theta, the whole cubed. Now this one is nothing but this. Now this is like, what is a square, the whole cubed? We multiply the powers. A square, the whole cubed. A square, the whole cubed. We multiply the powers. 2 3 are 6. We don't add the powers. It's not 2 plus 3 5. It's 2 into 3 6. When bases are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers. Here it is like a square, the whole cubed. We need to multiply the powers. 2 3 are 6. And see cos theta to the power 6. Okay, so we have a, b here. So we show the a cubed and b cubed terms. This is nothing but this here. This is nothing but this. So we rewrite. We just write cos theta to the power 6 like this and sin theta to the power 6 like this. So we have a cubed plus b cubed and we have 3ab, but we don't have a plus b. We have a cubed, we have b cubed, we have 3ab, but we don't have a plus b. If we had a plus b, then that would make a plus b the whole cube. We don't have a plus b, but you can simply write that a plus b, right? Sin square theta plus cos square theta, because anyways it is 1. Anyways it's 1. We don't have this term. We don't have sin square theta plus cos square theta. It's okay. We can still write it 3ab into you want to have a square. You want to have 3ab. You have that into a plus b, which is sin square theta plus cos square theta. You want to have this. Write it. Anyways, the value is 1. So now this is of the form a cubed plus b cubed plus 3ab into a plus b, which is a plus b the whole cube. Which is a plus b the whole cubed. And since cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1 cube, which is 1. Yes, I'm waiting to answer your questions. Children, you can take anything because it is plus. You can take anything as A and anything as B, meaning you can take sine square theta as A and cos square theta as B, or you can take cos square theta as A and sine square theta as B. Anyways.
I'm understood now.
Very good. Yeah. Take a screenshot. So in the fourth one, any questions, children? I was waiting for that.
No, ma'am.
4. Again, we have we have an expression for m, an expression for n, and you can see that we can simplify. You can write tan as sine by cos. You can write tan theta sine theta by cos theta. But I'll just show you this for a change. Even if you don't simplify, you're going to get the result. So here, like this one, I told you, right? That it's nice or it's comfortable when you do the simplification outside. Instead of substituting and then simplifying, it's better now this expression L is cosecant minus sine. So since cosecant theta can be written as 1 by sine theta, some simplification is possible. So do that simplification and then substitute is what I said. You can also do it without that. We'll see it here. So what if you don't simplify? It's still fine. You simplify, good. You don't simplify, you will be doing it after substituting. That's also fine. So you're given m and n, and this is what you'll have to prove. So here we have directly substituted. Without simplifying, we have directly substituted. M is given to be this, so m square minus n is given to be this one, so n square. So clearly this of the form a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square, which is 4ab. Write it straight away like this, children. Don't spend time expanding. That's how these identities are so useful. They save your time. Otherwise, you'll have to write tan square theta plus sine square theta plus 2 tan theta sine theta, all that, So using this identity, you can directly give the answer, result. This is like a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square, which is 4ab. Which is 4ab. Correct, children? 4 tan theta sine theta, is this right?
Yes.
Answer the first part, LHS. Okay. Now, sometimes what happens is when you the RHS is 4 root mn. You can continue with this. We'll see it, in the other proofs. You can continue with this and prove that it is equal to 4 root mn. But what you can also do it if you feel, what do I do with 4 tan theta sine theta further? So you can just stop there. If you feel this very simple, how can I further do work this to get 4 root mn? You can just stop here. You can take up the RHS and work and get the same result. That way also you can prove LHS is equal to RHS. See here, all the while what we were doing is we took up the LHS, we worked the LHS and we got the RHS as the result. That's how we proved. You can also do this. You can take up the LHS, work it, get a result, and you feel this cannot be simplified further. You can leave it there. Take up the RHS, work that, and get the same result for tan theta sin theta. So that way also you can say LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. So take up the RHS 4 root mn. So 4 root of m, which is this one, tan theta plus sin theta, into mn, m into n, tan theta minus sin theta. So 4 into, just like a plus b into a minus b, so a squared minus b squared. We need to get what? We need to get 4 tan theta sin theta. We need to get this 4 tan theta sin theta. But we have 4 root of tan square theta minus sin square theta. So we need to continue. We need to continue what to do. So tan square theta is sin square theta by cos square theta minus sin square theta. So when you do this, sin square theta is common in the numerator, bring it out. So that will give you 1 by cos square theta minus 1. Now since it is tan, since it's tan, we need to get tan. You can write 1 by cos square theta secant square theta. Because we have to get tan, right? We have to get tan, see 4 tan theta sin theta. So 1 by cos square theta can be written as secant square theta, and secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So we get 4 root of sin square theta tan square theta. Root of sin square theta into tan square theta. It's like root of a square b square, which is ab, which is ab. Root of sin square theta tan square theta is sin theta tan theta, which is 4 sin theta tan theta, which is the same as what we got in the LHS when we work the LHS. So we substitute for m and n. Yes.
Ma'am, how do you know we should not take the LCM and take secant square theta?
Yeah, I'll work it without doing that also. You will get it. Even if you don't do it, you can get it. I'll share the picture on WhatsApp. It's just you're doing that because you'll do that in your mind. 1 by cos square theta is what? What is 1 by cos square theta? Secant square theta. So you're working that in your mind. Secant square theta minus 1 will give us tan square theta. See, it's not that when you're writing 1 by cos square theta secant square theta, you've actually planned the steps till the end. You've actually planned it till the end. So here when you stop here, you're working this in your mind. 1 by cos square theta, if you write it as secant square theta, then the next step will be secant square theta minus 1. Secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So we get sin square theta, tan square theta, and you get sin theta, tan theta. By taking the LCM also, you can get the result. I'll work it and share the picture on WhatsApp. You can also simplify the given expressions. Sorry?
Taking the LCM would be easier, no, ma'am.
See, okay, fine. Yeah, no problem. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Any questions, children? Any questions, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Priyadarshini, continue with what Srinivasan was telling. He wants to take the LCM, so let's take the LCM. Cos square theta is LCM, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then what do you have in the numerator?
Ma'am, 1 minus cos square theta, ma'am.
By
Cos square theta, ma'am.
Okay, so what is 1 minus cos square theta?
Sin square theta, ma'am.
Sin square theta by?
Sin square theta by cos square theta, ma'am.
And what is sin square theta by cos square theta?
Tan square theta, ma'am.
Tan square theta. Okay, fine. Yeah. All right. Just go through the second part, children. This is the LHS. This is the LHS. M square minus n square the whole square. M square minus n square the whole square. M square minus n square the whole square. The whole square. M square minus n square the whole square. The whole square. So again, a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is equal to 4ab. So this one in the bracket, see the square is the outside the square. The square which is here is the square which is outside here, the square, the square, the square. Now in the bracket, what do you have? A plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is equal to 4ab, 4 tan theta sin theta. 4 tan theta sin theta. So the whole square. So you get these are three different terms. 4 into tan theta into sin theta. 4 into tan theta into sin theta. So 16, 4 square is 16. Tan theta the whole square is tan square theta. Sin theta the whole square is sin square theta. The RH is 16 mn. So you can see this. Got it, children? 16 mn. Substitute for m, substitute for n. Then it's like a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. Tan square theta can be written as sin square theta by cos square theta. Sin square theta is common, bring it out. So whenever there's common, we bring it out. So we have 1 by cos square theta minus 1. 1 by cos square theta secant square theta minus 1. And secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. So we have 16 sin square theta, tan square theta. So here you can see the expression for M and expression for N. They look kind of, should I say complicated? I don't know, because if when you substitute M here, imagine, prove that this one is equal to 2a to the power 2 by 3. When you substitute this M here and N here and again M here and N here, it's going to be so lengthy. So what I have done is I have worked M plus N separately. I've worked it to the power 2 by 3. M plus N, I find M plus N first, raise it to the power 2 by 3, find this answer, find this answer, then add both and see if you're getting 2a to the power 2 by 3. You can also work it in one go, like meaning take up the LHS and substitute, and there will be a train of terms. You can also do it like that. In case you don't get the result, it's so difficult to find out where we have gone wrong. But when you work it in parts like this, in different steps, it's easy to find. In case you go wrong, it's still not clumsy. And you can find your mistake. So I have worked. So we have this expression for M, this expression for N. And we have to prove that this is equal to 2a to the power 2 by 3. So step 1, we'll first find M plus N. So this is M. This one, see, this is M and this is N. So M plus N. So you can see M plus N written here. From here to here is M. The first 2 terms, the last 2 terms are N. And now you can see the 2 cubes here, cos cube theta, sin cube theta. So like a cubed, b cubed. So I've taken sine, I look at this as a cubed, this one as b cubed. So you can write this as sine, like when it's a the whole cube, right? Sine cube theta, sine theta the whole cube, a cube. This one is b cube. So when you have a cube plus b cube, you want to have 3a square b and 3ab square, or 3ab into a plus b, whatever, both are the same. You want to have 3 because you have the 3a square b and 3ab square. I've written it like that. A plus b the whole cube is a cubed plus b cubed plus 3ab into a plus b. If that format is available, or a cube plus a plus b the whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Whatever is available, both are fine. So here we have the terms here are a cubed plus b cubed. So you can see here sine theta the whole cube, cos theta the whole cube. And you can see there's some 3 sine square theta, cos theta, 3 sine theta, cos square theta. So something like 3a square b, 3ab square. We have we have 2 terms with 3 in it. So we have 3a square b, 3ab square. So this is a cubed, this is b cubed, and this is 3a square b, and this is 3ab square. So a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square is a plus b the whole cubed. A plus b the whole cubed. Oh, I think I didn't. I forgot to tell that a should be taken out common. There's a everywhere here. There's a everywhere here. I forgot to tell you to take out a common, because when again, see, it's so algebraic. Whenever there's something common, please bring out the common factor. A in the first term has a, the second term has a, the third term has a, the fourth term also has a. So bring out a, and then it makes a plus b the whole cube. So a into sine theta plus cos theta the whole cube. So the value of m plus n is this one. Children, if you understand this, the entire thing is easy. Please tell me any question here. Something, some identity. If you don't know the identity, please write down. And I shouldn't say you don't know, you know it, but maybe you've forgotten. Please write down a plus b the whole cubed is equal to a plus b the whole cubed is equal to a cubed plus b cubed plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. I'm sure nobody has written it. But I'm again sure that at least there's one person in the meeting writing this. So for that person, the next one is a plus b the whole cubed is also a cubed plus b cubed plus 3ab into a plus b. Now one of you read from your book. What have you written?
A cube plus B cube equals A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square, ma'am.
No, but you didn't start it correctly. What is that, Priyadarshini? What did you say?
A plus B the whole cube
Is equal to
equals is equal to A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square, ma'am.
very good. The next one.
A plus B the whole cube.
A plus B the whole cube equals A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Very good, yeah. Okay, Srinivasan, repeat both.
Ma'am, A plus B the whole cube is equal to A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square, or A plus B the whole cube is equal to A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B.
Very good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good. So when you write out, when you take up only this part of the LHS m plus n, substitute m and n, you can see you have 4 terms because m has 2 terms. M has 2 terms, 1, 2 terms. N has 2 terms. So totally m plus n has 4 terms. Or every term has a in it. So bring out a. Then you have these 4 terms in the bracket. You can see the 3, it's no 3, 3. Immediately you get the clue. Okay, it should be that a plus b the whole cube formula. And then you can see 2 perfect cubes, cos cube theta, sin cube theta. So yes, it is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square, which is a plus b the whole cube. That's it. So that's about m plus n. Picture, children. Yes, I think I'll give you some time to look at the screen and understand, and then I'll ask you to explain. So here it is algebraic, meaning we use identities, and it is also exponential because we use the concept of exponents here for multiplying. Yeah.
Ma'am, one doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Instead of taking the fractional exponent, can we take as root 3 the whole a into sine theta plus cos theta the square, ma'am?
Root 3, yeah? Root?
Yes, ma'am. Cube root of m plus 1 in the
whole square. Okay. It's the same, no? You'll be simplifying. You're saying take it with the power, is it? Write the exponent in the radical form. Cube root of m plus n to the whole power 2.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do it. Anyways, do it. You're right. You can, it is given in the exponential form. You can take it in the radical form. So 2 by 3 is nothing but cube root of m plus, the power is 2 by 3, which means it is cube root of m plus n the whole square. It's cube root of m plus n the whole square. Yes, do it. See, when I say yes, do it. Yes, maybe when you start working, you're stuck somewhere. take a picture and put on WhatsApp. I'll help you in case you've gone wrong or something. We'll see how we can proceed. But you know, here in the class, it's difficult to discuss more than one method for everything, you know, because everything can be done in more than one way. So I won't say that it's not possible to be discussed in the meeting, but it is possible to discuss on WhatsApp. So you please work. Don't restrict your thinking to this procedure alone. You should think different. You should also you should get these questions. Why not like that? Why not like this? So it should not be only about asking questions. You implement it. So now today when you're working it after the class, work it in your style. See if you're not, if see, you should get the result. In case you're not getting it, share the picture with me. We'll see how we can get the result. Children, I've given you time to go through the answer. So for m minus n, it is the other formula. Be very careful when you're working m minus n. Be careful when you're working m minus n because you need to write m minus n. N has two terms, so enclose it in a bracket. So you can see m here in a bracket. See, this is m. The first bracket has m. The second one has n, separated by a minus sign. After the minus, if you have to write more than one term, enclose them in a bracket. Okay. So this is m minus n, and then when you open the bracket, the signs change. Here minus and minus, this becomes minus, this also becomes minus. And then a is common, bring out a. And these terms are of the form a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square, which is a minus b the whole cubed. Now, this is m. See, we have substituted m plus n. m plus n to the power 2 by 3. This is m plus n. A into sine theta plus cos theta to the power 3 is m plus n to the power, the whole power 2 by 3. See here. This is m minus n. M plus n, we have a plus sign here. For m plus n, we have a plus sign here. A sine theta plus cos theta, the whole cubed, the whole power 2 by 3. See here, the whole power m plus n, whatever is the answer for m plus n, the whole power 2 by 3. Whatever is the answer for m plus n, write everything and to the power 2 by 3. Enclose that in a bracket. Whatever is the answer for m plus n, write it, enclose it in a bracket, whole power 2 by 3. Plus, this is the result for m minus n from here to here. Enclose that in a bracket. Whatever answer you have got for m minus n, write it and enclose them in a bracket. Raise it to the power 2 by 3. Raise it to the power 2 by 3. So now in the bracket we have a and sine theta plus cos theta the whole cube. This power 2 by 3 is applicable to a and this one. The power 2 by 3 is applicable to a as well as this one. So it will be a to the power 2 by 3 and this one sine theta plus cos theta the whole cube, that also will be raised to the power 2 by 3. But you know that when you have multiple powers, when you have more than one power, you'll have to multiply the powers. When it is a square, the whole power 3, the whole power 4, you'll have to multiply the powers 2 into 3 into 4. A to the power 2 into 3 into 4. So this one is already raised to the power sine theta plus cos theta, the whole power 3. And again raised to the power 2 by 3. So we'll have to multiply the powers 3 into 2 by 3. In the bracket, we have this one and this one. This is raised to the power 2 by 3. And this one also will be raised to the power 2 by 3. But it's already raised to the power 3. So multiply the powers 3 into 2 by 3. Same thing here. So now here 3 gets cancelled. So sine theta plus cos theta the whole square. Here also 3 and 3 cancels out. So cos theta minus sine theta the whole square. In the two brackets, we have a to the power 2 by 3 common. Bring it out. In the two brackets, we have a to the power 2 by 3 common. Bring it out. So sine theta plus cos theta whole square. And here cos theta minus sine theta the whole square. But you know that the sine theta plus cos theta is also cos theta plus sine theta. A plus b, b plus a, both are the same, no? You can treat this as cos theta plus sine theta also. You can also treat this as cos theta plus sine theta. So this of the form a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square. Read this as a plus b. Read this as a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square. Cos theta plus sine theta the whole square, cos theta minus sine theta the whole square is equal to 2 of a square plus b square. So this one which is common comes out. In the bracket, a plus b whole square plus a minus b the whole square is 2 of a square plus b square. So here 2. What is a? A cos theta and b sine theta. A is cos theta, b is sine theta. So 2 of a square. Anything can be written first, children, because it is a square plus b square. It's plus here. So 2 of, since it's a plus sign here, don't get confused. Since it's a plus here, a square plus b square. So it will be cos theta the whole square plus sine theta the whole square. 2a square. This is a square plus b square. 2 of a square plus b square. So which is nothing but 2 sine square theta plus cos square theta. This 2 is outside. 2 into, see here, 2 of a square plus b square. 2 is outside here. So this is sine square theta, this is cos square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. So 2 into what is outside here, a to the power 2 by 3 is 2a to the power 2 by 3. Which is the RHS. So work m plus n, work m minus n, then take them together like this. Write the answer for m plus n, raise it to the power 2 by 3. Write the answer for m minus n, raise it to the power 2 by 3. This power 2 by 3 is for a as well as this bracket. So a to the power 2 by 3 and this one to the power 2 by 3. But since there's already a power, you'll have to multiply the powers. Same thing in this bracket. Then this a to the power 2 by 3 is common. Bring it out. This is like an identity. A minus b the whole square plus a plus b the whole square, or a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is 2 of a square plus b square, where a is cos theta and b is sin theta. So 2 of a square plus b square, cos theta the whole square plus sin theta the whole square. And this one is 1. This is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Into this is the RHS. Take a picture, please.
Ma'am, took ma'am.
All right. Take a picture of this one too. You can try to do this by yourself. Take a picture of this one, children. Let's do the 7th one. Take a picture. We'll do the 7th one. So here we are given that cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 cos theta. And we have to show that cos theta minus sin theta is root 2 sin theta. Well, we are given cos theta plus sin theta and asked to find cos theta minus sin theta. So you can connect this in an identity. The identity is a plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is 2 of a square plus b square. So since we have cos theta minus sin theta, we'll take this as a and this as b. We'll take cos theta as a and sin theta as b. We'll take cos theta as a and sin theta as b because it's cos theta minus sin theta. Cos theta minus sin theta, a minus b. So in this identity, in place of a and b, we're going to use cos theta and sin theta. Why do we use this identity? Because we have expressions like that: cos theta plus sin theta, cos theta minus sin theta, a plus b, a minus b. And I told you why we don't use that 4ab identity, because 2 of a square plus b square will give us 2 cos square theta sin square theta, which is 1. So whenever we are dealing with cos and sin, we prefer this identity. A plus b the whole square plus a minus b the whole square is 2 of a square plus b square. So a is cos theta, b is sin theta. So cos theta plus sin theta the whole square plus cos theta minus sin theta the whole square. A is cos theta, b is sin theta is equal to 2 of a square plus b square. 2 of cos square theta plus sin square theta. Yes, you can do this. You can you use this identity is true. This is an algebraic identity. So in this algebraic identity, in place of A, you're writing cos theta, and in place of B, sin theta, which will again be true. That will be true. An identity, what is an identity? Is something which is true for any value of the variable. An identity is an equality. An identity is an equality which is true for any value of the variables involved. So the variables here in this identity are A and B. The variables in this identity are A and B. Instead of A, in place of A, we're using cos theta, and for B, we're using sin theta. It will be true. The identity will be true. Okay, so now we are given that children, we are given that we're not going to expand this. We are not going to expand cos theta plus sin theta the whole square. We're not going to expand this. But we are given that cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 cos theta. Substitute. We are given this. We are given cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 cos theta. We are given this. So please substitute. Cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 cos theta. The whole square plus. This one is what we have to find. Cos theta minus sin theta we have to find. So write it as it is. This one we have to find. Don't expand. We have to find cos theta minus sin theta. Don't expand. So cos theta minus sin theta. Write that as it is. The whole square is equal to 2 of cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. Next, transpose this. Transpose. Have a look at the steps, children. So next, transpose, because we have to find cos theta minus sin theta. We'll have to find this. Don't expand this. Don't expand. We have to find cos theta minus sin theta. Don't expand this. We write out this identity and we substitute A with cos theta and B with sin theta. And then cos theta plus sin theta is given to us root 2 cos theta. Write that. This cos theta minus sin theta as it is. And this one by the identity is 1. Now take this to the other side because we have to find cos theta minus sin theta. So on transposing 2 cos square theta, it comes as minus 2 cos square theta. Whenever there's something common, take it out. 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta. So cos theta minus sin theta, the whole square is this. So cos theta minus sin theta will be the square root of 2 sin square theta. So sin square theta comes out as sin theta root 2. So cos theta minus sin theta is root 2 sin theta. Cos theta minus sin theta is root 2 sin theta. Proved. Easy or not, children?
Easy.
Yes.
Okay, you'll have to. Using identity makes your work easy. Be careful. Don't expand this. Don't expand cos theta plus sin theta because we are given the values root 2 cos theta. Here also don't expand this because we have to find cos theta minus sin theta. Don't disturb this. Have it as it is. Then we'll have to transport because transpose because we have to find cos theta minus sin theta. So we wish to have it on one side and put everything else to the other side. So we transpose. There's something common. 2 is common, so common factor out. 1 minus cos square theta sin square theta. On the other side, we have cos theta minus sin theta, the whole square. So cos theta minus sin theta is equal to the square root of 2 sin square theta, which is sin square theta comes out as sin theta. This is root 2. So we proved that cos theta minus sin theta is root 2 sin theta. The next one is similar. Take a picture. 8 is similar to the 7th one. All right, see the 9th one. If secant theta plus tan theta is P.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If secant theta plus tan theta is P, find secant theta, tan theta, sin theta in terms of P. So let's see if you can recall this. If secant theta plus tan theta is P, what is secant theta minus tan theta?
Minus P, ma'am.
What? If secant theta plus tan theta is P, what is secant theta minus tan theta?
Minus P.
What? Louder?
Minus P.
Who's that?
P.
Please think again, children. Children, you've given 8. You know, some of you, what you've done, one person I noticed, I don't know, but no, I did not check for all, but since I said attempt all the exams, every exam has been attempted, meaning simply start, end. See, so by this, you're trying to say that you're outsmarting the teacher. It's okay, see, but you should understand the consequences. When you don't take up a test, you're missing so much. When you take a test, you are getting familiar with the different ways in which the question can be asked. Since I had mentioned that students must attempt all the tests, there was one student who started the test and simply took up the test and submitted it. So that is attempting.
Ma'am, for me also, I started the test late. I thought it will be only 1 hour test or so. So then I saw it was so many tests for this. So I took all the tests. Just opened the test. Then I answered 5 tests out of 6.
Okay, you have done 5 out of 6, is it?
Yes, ma'am. Because I thought that at least if I don't know, at least I'll get the solutions and I'll see at the end if I don't attempt the test also by time.
Okay. But what I thought is I'm going to enable the tests again so that children who have not taken up all the tests or some specific tests can do it. Okay, so maybe at that time you can take up the test which you have not attempted. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if he completed, should I reattempt?
No, don't. If you've already done, yeah, some of us have taken all the tests. You don't have to repeat it. They were all, see, I don't know what they do in school, but I'm giving you more time than what is needed because we are practicing. I don't want to, when the test is to be for half an hour, I don't want to curb the time to 20 minutes and, frighten the children that it's going to be so difficult. See, we are practicing. This is not school. We are preparing to do the tests or exams in school well. So I am trying to be more lenient. I don't know how many of you agree with me or if the parents agree with me, but this is my style. We are preparing. And see, we have so much to learn. Maths is not the only subject. And you don't get time to practice so much, right? You can maybe go through once. You don't have time to repeat things. So maybe at the end of the year, we can be strict with the time. Because you would have worked it many times for the tests in tuition, tests at school. So then I can go with that that correct time at correct time. Yeah, I cannot reduce the time. You cannot finish it like that. But now I think it's correct to make children comfortable by giving them more time so that you can think and give your best. That way I can keep children motivated. Yeah, but I see, with my children also, the test which happens in school, they curb the time. I don't know in which sense that's correct. So then the teachers say that it's because children have to face the competitive exams where they will not have time, so much time. And okay, so that is their point. When I don't agree with that. I feel at this point we have just learned something. We don't even have time to revise and we have to give a test. So you should be given more time to think is what I feel. And towards the end of the year, when you would have done, when you would have repeated practicing, maybe you'll be more familiar with things wherein you can be given just the right amount of time to finish the test. I'm going by that principle, children. So 40 minutes test actually is not 40 minutes. Somewhere like 20 to 25 minutes. So though I had opened 8 tests for you, I think scheduled each one for 40 minutes, they really didn't need 40 minutes. But it's okay. If you felt that 40 minutes also was not sufficient, don't be demotivated. It's okay. Maybe you did not have time to practice, which is why you felt the questions were not too familiar. That is why I want all of you to take up the test. So I'll enable the exams again, maybe this weekend. This weekend, I'll enable it again. Students who have not taken up all the tests, please do it. If you've attempted few, not attempted the others, don't re-attempt anything which I've already done. Try to finish the others. Okay. So children, I was asking you, if secant theta plus tan theta is P, what is secant theta minus tan theta?
Ma'am, 1 by P, ma'am.
No. 1 minute. Arnav himself knows it. Arnav, what is secant square theta minus tan square theta? What is secant square theta minus tan square theta?
1, ma'am.
1. Okay. Now, how does secant square theta minus tan square theta look for you? Does it look like any identity? Secant square theta minus tan square theta looks like?
Yes, ma'am.
A square minus B square. So that can be written as secant square theta minus tan square theta can also be written as
Secant square theta plus tan square theta into secant square theta minus tan square theta.
No. A square minus B square can be written as A plus B into A minus B. So secant square theta minus tan square theta can be written as? No.
Once again, I'll work and tell.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. No, Arnav will give us the answer because he knows it.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
No, I want you to proceed with secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Take up the LHS secant square theta minus tan square theta. How will you apply A square minus B square there? If you look at secant square theta minus tan square theta as an expression, how will you factorize it using A square minus B square?
Ma'am, A minus B into A plus B, ma'am.
Yeah, but what is A minus B and A plus B? Correct, that's right.
A square minus B square.
Okay, in terms of secant square theta and tan square theta, or how do you write
Is
secant?
equal to 1.
No, but how do you write secant square theta minus tan square theta applying a square minus b square? Like a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is?
Secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta.
Yeah. So secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now do this in your mind. Now it's given that secant theta plus tan theta is P. So then what is secant theta minus tan theta? Transpose and tell me what is secant theta minus tan theta?
One by secant theta plus tan theta, ma'am.
So 1 by P, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So secant theta plus tan theta is 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. Secant theta minus tan theta. So if I go so fast, you will not. So secant theta plus tan theta is 1 over secant theta minus tan theta. Also, secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 over secant theta plus tan theta. It's like a plus b is equal to 1 by a minus b. A minus b is equal to 1 by a plus b. A plus b, a square minus b, supposing a square minus b square is 1, like secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Supposing we have a square minus b square is 1. That means a plus b into a minus b is 1. So a plus b is 1 by a minus b. A minus b is 1 by a plus b. This was in the introduction. This is very important why children, let me just, no, you go through the introduction. I think I should give you that job. Please go through the introduction. We have seen all this. Interpretations of the important trigonometric identities. The other ways of interpreting the trigonometric identities, there you will see that secant theta plus tan theta is 1 by secant theta minus tan theta and the other way around. Okay, so children, what you do here is we have one equation. We have secant theta plus tan theta is P. And we know that secant theta minus tan theta will be 1 by P. So we are going to solve these two equations. We are going to solve these two equations. So we are given that secant theta plus tan theta is P. And using this, we can find out that secant theta minus tan theta is 1 by P. So we're going to treat them as two equations. We're going to treat them as two equations and variables x and y, like secant theta and tan theta. We have two equations in secant theta and tan theta. We're going to solve them and find the values of secant theta and tan theta. Look at them as two different equations in two variables, like x and y, here secant theta and tan theta. So solve the two equations and find the values of, like when you have two equations in x and y, you solve them and find the values of x and y. So here they are secant theta and tan theta. So solve them and find the expressions for secant theta and tan theta. So you can see that I've written the equations one below the other. And when you add the, you can solve it. You can do it anyway. So what you see here is I first added the two equations. That is, I didn't change the signs. I first added the two equations. I did not change the signs and I found secant theta. Then I subtracted the two equations. I changed the signs throughout, which helps us find tan theta. So I think that's what we had to find. What had we to find? We had to find secant theta, tan theta. We have to find secant theta, tan theta, and sin theta in terms of P. Okay, I think we theta then. We got secant theta and tan theta. See, children, what I would say is these things, you know, you don't have to practice all this at all. It's very theoretical. You can just remember like this. We are given secant theta plus tan theta is P. So you can find another equation, secant theta minus tan theta, which is 1 by P. So now you have two equations. Like you have to solve, like you solve two equations in X and Y. We solve these two equations to find secant theta and tan theta. So without changing the signs, by adding, we found secant theta, and by subtracting, by changing the signs throughout, we found tan theta. And now this is easy. If secant theta is this one, children, you can do this in your own style. I'll look at this one here. If secant theta is this, what is cos theta? If this is secant theta, what is cos theta?
1 by
P
secant
square plus 1.
2p by p square plus 1. Reciprocal of this. Cos theta will be 2p by p square plus 1. Secant theta is this one. So cos theta will be 2p by p square plus 1. So we know that tan theta sin theta by cos theta. So cross multiply sin theta will be tan into cos. Tan we have it here. And cos is the reciprocal here, reciprocal. And that will give you sin theta. And that will give you sin theta. So we have found all the three ratios in terms of P. We found all the three ratios in terms of P. We found all the three ratios in terms of P. Tan is sin by cos, cross multiply, sin is tan into cos. We know tan is given by this expression, and we have secant, so reciprocal is cos. Simple. You should make it simple. I'll start with this one.
Last slide.
Yeah, sure. Children, again, see, we will not have time to practice everything before a test.
Yeah,
so certain things, so certain things, maybe you can work it only once. So when you work it once, make sure that you understand it, you know, inch by inch, you understand everything in the answer. And it's so clear that you don't have to revise it. So here the idea is this, children. We have to prove that secant theta plus tan theta is 2x or 1 by 2x. We are given secant theta. So we are going to find tan theta. See, we have secant theta with us. And we know that secant theta and tan theta is so much connected through this identity. So the idea here is, this working is, we are given secant theta. Using secant theta, we are going to find tan theta. And then we are going to find secant theta plus tan theta. We already have the value of secant theta with us. We know this is secant theta. Like this, we are going to find for tan theta. And then we have secant theta, we find tan theta. Then those two results we're going to add secant theta plus tan theta to get these two. And how do you get tan theta? Using this identity. I'll repeat, secant theta is given to us. Or we need to prove that secant theta plus tan theta is this or this. You can look at this, secant theta plus tan theta. That is, you'll have to add secant theta, the value or the expression for secant theta and tan theta. You'll have to add both. We already know secant theta. We already know secant theta. So we need to find tan theta. Yeah, it's easy to find because they're connected through this identity. So we'll find tan theta. Once you find, just add to show this. So see here, Secant square theta minus tan square theta. That's the idea. Why have we started working like this? Because we want to find the expression or expressions for tan theta. So this is one. You understand all this? We're trying to find tan theta. So secant theta is given to us here, x plus 1 by 4x. And now again the identity. This is like a plus b the whole square minus 4ab. A plus b the whole square minus 4ab, which can be written as a minus b the whole square. See here, how is this minus 4ab? You can see it here. How is this 1 minus 4ab? How is this one minus 4ab? You can see it here. 4 into a into b. When you do this, 4x and 4x gets cancelled. So it's nothing but minus 1. You should tell me that you understood till here. Only then I can proceed. So we need to find secant theta plus tan theta.
Yes,
Secant theta is given to us. Okay, yeah. So secant theta is given to us. Like this, we want to find an expression for tan theta, so that we can find secant theta plus tan theta. So we use this identity in which we have only secant and tan. So we can substitute what is given for secant and find tan. That's what we have done here. And now this one is like a plus b the whole square minus 4ab. Where is 4a and b? You can see it here. This is 4 and a is x and b is 1 by 4x. You can write, you're trying to show that this 1 is nothing but 4ab. See here 4 into a, which is x, into b, which is 1 by 4x. So see here x and x will cancel. 4 and 4 will cancel. So minus 1. This is the identity. So we have a plus b the whole square minus 4ab is a minus b the whole square. We are almost there. We got it. So tan square theta is equal to a minus b the whole square, x minus 1 by 4x the whole square. See, it's so simple. We write the identity. We substitute. We are finding tan square theta. So we substitute what is given for secant theta. And this is of the form a plus b the whole square minus 4ab, which is a minus b the whole square, which is a minus b the whole square, where a is x and b is 1 by 4x, a minus b the whole square. So we got it. Tan square theta is this. So tan theta is equal to plus or minus square root of, you know, all this stuff, which is plus or minus x minus 1 by 4x. So we have two different values for tan theta. Tan theta is plus this expression or minus this expression. Tan theta is, we have two values for tan theta. Tan theta is plus of this or minus of this. So tan theta is plus of this or minus of this. That's why we can get two values. See, we have to prove that secant theta plus tan theta is 2x or 1 by 2x. So we found we've got two values or two expressions for tan theta. So you can see here tan theta is this or tan theta is this. Tan theta is this one or tan theta is this one. Now let's find secant theta plus tan theta. Let's find secant theta plus tan theta. So we'll take the first value here, this one. So secant theta is given to us in the question, x plus 1 by 4x plus secant theta plus tan theta. Secant theta is this one plus tan theta will take this one. When you work this, you get 2x. Work with the other one. When you work with the other one, secant theta plus tan theta. This is secant theta plus tan theta when you take the negative value. So you can see minus into plus minus, plus into minus plus. Be careful here, children, because of the minus sign. So when you work this, you can see here x 1 by 4x minus x, minus into minus is plus 1 by 4x. So x and minus x cancels out. 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4x. LCM is 4x. So 1 plus 1. LCM 4x. So 1 plus 1 by 4x. So 2 by 4x. Or 1 by 2x. Secant theta plus tan theta is 2x or 1 by 2x. So you must, you must tell yourself that, convert the procedure. See, there are so many ways to remember things, You must convert such questions, you can remember it in the form of a question answer. So when this information is given, you must tell yourself that tan theta can be found using this identity. And once you get tan theta, you just have to find secant theta. You have the expression for secant theta. You can find tan theta using this identity. Once you find tan theta, you just have to add the values. And it's obvious since we will have to get two answers. Tan theta must have two values. Tan theta must have two values. And in the process of working, you have to use this identity. A plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is 4ab. Just tell this to yourself. Like talk to yourself as you're working this, you tell yourself. You won't believe, it's very powerful. You might think that you will forget. You cannot forget. You convert the procedure to work this answer. You convert the procedure to a story kind of. So you tell yourself, if this information is given, I have to do this and then this, then in the process of working, I'll have to use this identity, and there will be this one, there will be this one which I have to show is of the form, 4ab. So like that, you tell yourself. Then, when you see next time you see this question, all this will come to you because you converted the procedure to a story. Actually, I'm hurrying because I want to wind up the class. I thought I'd stop at 8 o'clock. Okay, now this one, how to remember this? You must say that, see, there is one equation, secant theta plus tan theta is p. So let me find another one, secant theta minus tan theta. Because again, I told you, when you're given secant theta plus tan theta, you can find secant theta minus tan theta. So we're going to solve these two equations. Like we have two equations in x and y. We're going to solve these two equations. First I add, then I subtract. Or first you subtract and then you add. So that will give you secant and tan. And we know that tan is sine by cos. So substitute there and find sine theta. Children, did you take a picture of the last one?
And last. Thank you.
Ma'am, one minute, can you show the pet?
All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Please make sure you complete this in your book. If you have any questions, you can stay back, else you may leave the meeting, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you, children. Good
Ma'am.
night. Yes, ma'am.
Hereafter, you will end the session at 8 o'clock, sir.
1 minute, huh? Just a second.